This is Tape 2, Side 1, the second day of the program, and we will be discussing the first 4 laws of relaxation. You have been learning about your power of volition. You have seen that within certain limits, you can choose to attend whatever you wish. You were able to control your own thoughts. This is a tremendous power, even though at this time we are applying it to rather simple examples. You also experienced that giving negative instructions was not very efficient. Thus, in your program, we will use a positive approach and replace the thoughts of cigarettes with more relaxing and constructive thoughts. At this time, I want to introduce to you the idea of banquets of positive and relaxing thoughts. A banquet is a festive and special occasion with very wonderful foods. It's something to look forward to. A banquet of relaxing thoughts is a special occasion where you will put aside a certain time to enjoy relaxing thoughts based on the laws of relaxation. For a month, you will enjoy 5 banquets a day. You can write down these thoughts or simply think them to yourself. You will set goals as to the number of thoughts you will have at each banquet, and you will record these on your banquet card. Turn off your cassette player for a moment and get your banquet card and a pencil and a blank sheet of paper. Notice that on your banquet card there are 5 banquets listed for 30 days. Also, notice that there is a place for goals. Each day you will set your goal of the number of positive thoughts you will have per banquet on the following day. For example, after this tape, you might set a goal of 10 thoughts per banquet for tomorrow, which is day 3 of the program. Therefore, tomorrow you would have 50 positive thoughts for the whole day, and at the end of the day, you would enter your total number of thoughts you actually had. You might then decide to double it for the next day and set 20 thoughts per banquet as your goal for day 4, giving you a goal of 100 thoughts for that day. The more thoughts, the better. And remember, you want an attitude of looking forward to your banquets. These are times set aside for good thoughts. A banquet will bring you pleasure and energy. The ability to have and attend these relaxing thoughts is a skill that is developed with practice. It will become easier and easier. The final goals of these thoughts will be to produce more relaxation, which will reduce the desire to smoke, and to replace thoughts of smoking with relaxing thoughts. Also, the enjoyment of these banquets will enable you to better cope with the tension and boredom that lead to overeating. You will now begin to learn the laws of relaxation, also called the laws of positive thinking. I will use the terms interchangeably. The first law of relaxation is the law of appreciation. There are many things and processes in this world to appreciate, such as having the thought, I am thankful that I have ears with which to hear beautiful sounds. Or you might look at a pen and think about what a useful instrument it is. You are now going to have your first banquet. There is going to be a full minute pause on this tape now, and during this time, write down on the blank sheet of paper as many thoughts of appreciation as you can. These thoughts may concern something you see around you right now, or about something else that you appreciate. Okay. Now record the number of thoughts you had by placing a dot or very small check mark for each thought in the box for the second day of the program, banquet number 1. All the thoughts that you have during this session will be recorded in that box with small check marks or dots. Later on today, your next banquet will be recorded in the second box for banquet number 2 of day 2, and so on. The second law of relaxation is the law of pleasant memories. Very often there are many little events in our daily lives which are very fine and good, but we tend to lose sight of them in the rush and shuffle of our busy lives. It might be the memory of a smile, a pretty flower, the way someone said hello, or a courteous driver who let you in front of him. Let yourself remember pleasant events that happened to you today or at some other time, and write these memories down and record the number with small check marks or dots on your card. The third law of relaxation is the law of helping others. There are many ways of helping others in small as well as in large ways. Often much tension is produced dwelling on the problems of your life. It's good to get your mind off these problems. Think about someone you could help. It might be that you could help this person with his or her material needs or with emotional needs. Direct your attention to thoughts of helping someone and write these thoughts down and record the number with small check marks or dots on your card. The fourth law of relaxation is the law of spiritual and philosophical thoughts. In all religions, spiritual and philosophical systems, there are very lofty, noble, and uplifting thoughts. Such thoughts may include ideas as, man is a noble being, or I have eternal life, or all mankind is one family. There are many others that are possible depending on your religious and philosophical background. Direct your attention to producing such thoughts. Choose your favorite thoughts with which you are already familiar and write them down and record the number with check marks or dots on the card. This brings to a conclusion the first lesson on the laws of positive thinking. Tomorrow you will study the remaining 5. As mentioned before, being proficient at positive thinking will reduce tension and boredom, which are 2 of the main reasons for smoking and overeating. Remember, it is within your power to meet your goals, as demonstrated in the law of volition. The more you apply the laws of relaxation, the more easily relaxing thoughts will come. Use your card to record the number of thoughts consciously produced at each banquet. And you don't have to write them down as you did for this lesson. You can just think them if you so wish. Remember, a banquet is a special occasion where you take the time to consciously create a series of positive thoughts. You may have other positive thoughts throughout the day which come to you naturally, but these are not part of your banquets. Have as many positive thoughts as you can during the day, even though they don't count as part of the banquets. It's very important to have 5 times a day set aside for your banquets. Have 1 when you first wake up, and 1 at night before going to sleep. When will you enjoy the other 3? Take 30 seconds and write down when you will get to enjoy them. Okay, now you know when you'll enjoy your 5 banquets each day. Now you need a way of reminding yourself to do this. One way that people often do this is to put up signs in their homes and offices. Another way that is often used is to wear a special ring or other piece of jewelry which is specifically worn as a reminder. Take 30 seconds and write down your strategy for reminding yourself. Now stop the cassette player and record on your banquet card your goal for the number of positive thoughts you will have at each banquet for today and tomorrow. You have made some very excellent strides towards creating new thinking habits. You have learned 4 laws of relaxation. You have had your first banquet. You have determined when you will enjoy your banquets each day, how to remind yourself to have them, and have set goals for the remainder of today and tomorrow. If today is more than half over, you might not have a full 5 banquets today. You can use the same thoughts over and over again, or come up with new ones. You are well on your way to a successful and productive journey. Continue to smoke all you want, and tomorrow you will learn the concluding 5 laws of relaxation. Remember, at the end of each day, set your goal of the number of positive thoughts per banquet that you will have the following day. Setting goals is an important part of being successful at anything worth accomplishing. This concludes your tape on the first 4 laws of relaxation. For an overview of what happens each day of the program, consult your schedule card.